Hello everyone, I'm Chinzo Machida. Today you're gonna learn how to combine footwork with a roundhouse kick. Let's see the 3 different ashisabaki applied with mawashi giri. Let's check it out. So Yori Ashi is gonna move your front leg when you move forward. So my front leg is gonna move forward, then I apply mawashi giri. That is very important technique when you're gonna be out of the distance and you're gonna be engaged the distance, then you kick. So that's gonna make this as a one motion. Instead, you're gonna be one stop, then you kick. So that's gonna make your opponent to realize that you're gonna throw their mawashi giri. So be out of the distance and you do short step with your Yori Ashi front leg, then apply mawashi giri. 1, 2. The important point of this technique, when you move your leg, you should keep your upper body at the same position until the momentum that you leave your leg. So look at my upper body. I'm going to move my front leg, but I'm still keep the same position. I move my front leg, step forward, then I'm going to kick. The common mistake with this technique, when you're gonna break your posture, when you're gonna kick, when you move, look at my posture. No, try to keep your body, keep your posture, be stand, and at the end of the movement, at the end of the step, you kick. Now the application about the Yori Ashi using mawashi giri. So, now my front leg, as you can see now, I'm going to be not so close to my opponent. So I need to use the footwork to reach. So look at me, even here, I'm not in the right distance. So that's the reason I have to use my Yori Ashi. But I cannot do Yori Ashi and be stationary for so long. That's not going to use the footwork. The footwork you're going to use the footwork and right away apply your mawashi giri. Just because I use Yori Ashi and I kick, I'm able to connect my technique using the right distance. As you can see now, I'm not going to use my Yori Ashi. Just stay here, no use. Now I use Yori Ashi, I'm able to kick. So that's very important, use Yori Ashi the right way. Number 2, TSUNAGI Ashi. TSUNAGI Ashi is the technique that you're going to use your footwork when you use the connection with the back leg. You're going to approach and you're going to hide your footwork. You're going to hide your step because you're not going to move your lead leg. You're going to move your back leg. So your opponent usually he's pay attention to your front leg. So when you move your back leg, he doesn't realize you're getting close to him. So that's the secret of the TSUNAGI Ashi back leg movement. Then you apply mawashi giri. 2. Then you apply mawashi giri. Also, what the point is very important here. When you do TSUNAGI Ashi, keep the same level. Don't put your height a little bit taller. No, keep the same level, then you kick. To keep the same level, you have to keep bend your legs here. Look at my knees. Keep it bent, then you TSUNAGI Ashi. Getting and close. You're going to be very quickly closer to your opponent, then you're going to kick. Instead, you're going to just kick it from here. Also, you can use your hands when you throw the punch to make your opponent realize that you're going to throw the punch, but at the end, your main goal is to kick. So look at me. I punch to blind my opponent, so now, and also to hide my step. So now I'm getting closer, then I'm now able to kick. But that should be one motion. I punch, I step, but I don't stop. I just pass, then I kick. One of the very common mistakes when people start kicking using TSUNAGI Ashi, that's one's connections. When you start kick, you put your hip back. For example, this is one very common mistake. You punch and you do this. You put your weight to kick. That's going to telegraph your movement. The movement should be more natural, and you're going to stay and keep your hip forward. And from that point, you should kick. So one more time. You can lean forward to hide more your kicks, or at least like actually your steps. But the hip should be not retract. 1, 2, from here, then you kick. Instead you do 1, 2, then 3. So that's the main part that I have to remind you. Now Tsunagi Ashi with the application. I'm here with Bobby. Now you can see better how the footwork, Tsunagi Ashi is going to work in the real situation. So I'm here, the same, look at my distance. I cannot hit him because I'm out of the distance. When I use Tsunagi Ashi, the main focus is his eye focus to me, so he has a hard time to see when my back leg is going to get closer. So I approach, even I don't move my body to the front. Here, look at me. I'm not on the distance. But if I move a little bit my back leg, that's going to give me the Tsunagi Ashi technique, Tsunagi Ashi footwork. So now is enough, because now I have the good stance, short stance to push my body forward, then I can kick. So I can do Tsunagi Ashi, then kick. Tsunagi Ashi, then kick, and out of the distance. Also, I can apply my punch to make it even harder to my opponent to see my technique. When I punch, he pay attention to my hands, and I blind him for 1 second, and I move my back leg right after. Punch, move, and go. It's very important to keep it square. When you punch, keep it square, move, at the last minute you turn your body to apply Kizami Moshigiri. Let's see again. Then also I go out of the distance right away. Number 3, AYUMI Ashi. That technique you can kick from all of the distance, way far from the regular distance, because you're going to use this, you're going to dislocate your center of gravity. So my center of gravity is not going to be here or not going to be in the center. I'm going to move my center of gravity as AYUMI Ashi to the front. So that's giving me more, hit my opponent in the long reach. So I'm going to be here, then I'm going to kick and land forward. I want to show now in this angle to see better. My front leg is here, then I kick, I do this, then 1 step here. But instead of only step, I'm going to kick during my step. And now I land forward as I move my center of gravity. If you move your center of gravity to the front, it's impossible. You kick, and in the air you come back. So it's way better you have to step, land your leg forward. So we're going to be here, then you kick. You're going to be here, then you kick, and also you can incorporate with one more laser quasar technique, Gyakuzuki. So we're going to be here, kick, punch, land forward, Gyakuzuki, then fight stance. If you do the punch, and your opponent here, is very important now. Keep the shift, create the distance to be ready for the next one. One thing that I would like to remind you, when you do this kick, AYUMI Ashi step forward, keep your hands in front of you until the last minute, because this is going to be a long kick, so you tend to open your hands to do the big kick. No, try to keep your hands in front of you and go to the last minute. Then you keep your hands there. The last minute, you can move your leg. Actually, you can move your hands out of your face. But keep it there, because this one is going to make your opponent keep a read that you're still in front of him. They're not going to do anything. But if you open, then you're going to telegraph your movement. You're going to make easier to your opponent block your technique. So stay here, I'll show you relax, then you move your leg, then you punch. Or just Moshigiri. But the most important thing, your center of gravity go all the way to the front. Now number 3, AYUMI Ashi. It means walk forward. In that case, I'm going to change a little bit the angle, using my right leg to make you guys see better with this angle. AYUMI Ashi is when my back leg is going to move forward at the same time and then I kick. So I'm here, if I punch and I kick even here, I have a hard time to connect the technique. Now I'm going to use my back leg to step forward, but how to apply with the step forward and kick? No, I'm going to start step and kick at the same time. So I'm here, I'm going to use move my center of gravity, then I kick and step forward. In this kick, it's very important to point your knee to the target. First, look at me, point my knee, then I'm going to be able to kick easier because I aim my knee to my opponent's face. Then after, I deliver my foot. So first, front leg is very important because that leg is going to make you move your center of gravity. Then I go, I kick. And right after the kick, I can create the distance with my back leg. Also, if you want to combine with the punch, you can apply Mawashi Giri AYUMI Ashi followed by punch and go out of the distance right away. As I mentioned before, the common mistake about the AYUMI Ashi, when you open your arms to kick. So if I open to kick, because this is a big technique, I make easy my opponent to see and read my movement. So the best way to do, keep your hands at the last minute, then you move. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please check machidavirtualdojo.com. You have a master serious footwork and combine also with Mawashi Giri. Check there. Please put your comment below in this video and see you guys next time. Os.